The series begins showing a normal high school day of class 2 to 3 until a bright beam of light suddenly appears and destroys the entire class. As the screen fades to black, Kumoko wakes up only to discover that she has been reincarnated as a spider. To Kumoko's horror, there are hundreds of other spiderlings hatching around her. Since there are no food available, the spiderlings resort to cannibalism by eating their siblings. Kumoko quickly realizes the danger that she is in after seeing her mother eating multiple newborn spiderlings. Kumoko quickly escapes the hatching ground, then decides to use all of her skill points to acquire the skill appraisal. Much to her disappointment, the skill turns out to be completely useless because it's only at level 1. Kumoko eventually discovers that she can create spider threads. She then proceeds to build herself a home. However, because of this, she ends up using too much energy, which almost leads to her dying of starvation. Having no other choice, Kumoko eats a dead spider, which she found earlier, gaining the title Kin Eater, alongside with 2 skills Taboo, Lul 1, and Heretic Magic, Lul 1. Kumoko's spider web manages to catch an Elro frog, which spits poison. After a hard battle, she manages to defeat the frog, though she suffers multiple injuries. Then of course, Kumoko eats her prey. In a school welcoming ceremony, Yamada Shunsuit and Ushima Kaneda are shown to have been reincarnated as Shlain, Shun, Zagan, Annalite, and Karmasha, Katya, Seri, and Abald, respectively. Shun is now a prince, while Katya is the daughter of a duke. Both are considered prodigies of their kingdom. Their teacher, Okazaki Kanami, is now an elf called Philomus Heraphinus. The trio then meets with Shun's sister, Sulisha, Suit, Annalite, and 2 other reincarnations, Natsum Kengo, now Hugo Baint von Ringsan, and Haseby Yuka, now Yuri Ullen. It is then reveals that Shun's familiar is another reincarnation, Shinohara Morai, now a lizard-like monster called Faerun. Oka then reveals that she is currently taking care of 11 other reincarnations, though there are still others that are missing. The episode starts by revealing some relationships between the students of class 2 to 3 before they were reincarnated. Yamada Shunsuke and Ushima Kaneda are friends, while Wakaba Hiro is bullied by Shinohara Morai. Back to the present, Hugo, who is now the crown prince of the Ringsen Empire, and Shun are having a talk before class starts. It is revealed that Shun's older brother is Julius the hero. Shun considers Julius the strongest human there is and aspires to become more like him. However, Hugo states that he will be the one who will become the strongest human instead. After the conversation, Shun's familiar Fee, Mireille, reflects that perhaps the reason she did not reincarnate as a human is because it is a punishment for her misdeeds, specifically bullying Wakaba in her previous life. Fee then asks Philomos Wakaba's whereabouts. However, Oka refuses to give a straight answer and replies that Wakaba is simply still unaccounted for. The scene then switches to Kumoko hunting down another Elro frog, giving her enough experience to level up. Kumoko discovers that whenever she levels up, all of her wounds are healed. In addition, some of her skills also level up. Kumoko then encounters a man who is stuck in her thread. After seeing Kumoko, the man throws down a potion, which then lights her web on fire. In a panic to get away, the man drops a large egg he was carrying. Kumoko tries to break the eggshell with no success. In the process, she levels up her skill appraisal with the appraisal LV2. Kumoko discovers that the egg is an earthworm egg. She decides that currently she is not strong enough to break it, so she stashes the egg away in her home. Suddenly, she senses that her house is under attack. The man who got stuck earlier brought back more of his comrades to burn down Kumoko's house and reclaim the egg. Seeing her home getting burned to the ground, Kumoko decides to get stronger so that she can live with pride and never have to run away again. Kumoko then battles various monsters, including the Elro Basilisk and Elro Ferrect. Eventually, Kumoko encounters the Elro Baladorado. With the odds against her, she manages to defeat the much stronger Elro Baladorado. This allows her to jump to level 10 and evolve. Kumoko has to pick between Lesser Terratech and Small Terratech. Weighing her options carefully, she decides to evolve into a Small Terratech and passes out. In the after credits scene, Shun shows Faye a book about the evolutions of dragons in the Annalite Royal Academy. The episode starts with Kumoko waking up from her evolution into a Small Terratech. She discovers that her SP is dangerously low. Luckily, she still has the carcass of an Elro Baladorado nearby, which she devours in order to regain her SP. Kumoko then decides to pick up 2 new skills, Thread Control and Detection. Thread Control allows her to manipulate her webs more precisely, while Detection allows her to notice her enemies before they do. However, Kumoko soon finds out that she is incapable of using Detection because her head hurts too much every time she turns Detection on. While searching for praise to level up, Kumoko runs into a group of humans who are all LV 20+. The humans immediately give chase, forcing Kumoko to run away. While running away, she runs into numerous monsters. She manages to narrowly evade the monsters, leaving the humans to deal with them. Unfortunately, Kumoko then stumbles off a pit, falling deeper into the labyrinth. Back in the kingdom of Anelite, Yuri informs the class that they are having a practical magic exercise in the western woods of the academy. During the practical magic exercise, the class is taught water magic. Hugo gets competitive with Shun, trying to prove that he is a better magic user. This leads to Hugo using fire magic, even though the practical class is focused on water magic. Shun thinks Hugo went too far and uses his water magic to cancel out Hugo's fire. Suddenly, the class is attacked by an earthworm. Arisa Sensei tries to stop the worm's attack but is killed instead. Hugo tries to show off his fire magic but fails to deal any damage to the dragon because of the earthworm's imperial scales and gets injured after getting hit by the worm's tail. Shun, Yuri, and Su manage to combine their water magic to deal a blow to the worm. Shun then uses mental warfare and magic warfare to temporarily boost his capabilities and block the earthworm's breath attack. Hugo then goes on a crazed streak, shooting fireballs randomly at both the worm and his allies, forcing Shun to incapacitate Hugo. Faye, sensing the danger, jumps into the worm, biting its neck and destroying some of its scales, allowing Shun to cleanly behead the worm. In a shocking revelation, Faye gains the title Kin Eater, implying that the earthworm was one of Faye's parents, shocking Su, Yuri, and Kachiya. In the after-credits scene, Kumoko is shown being attacked by Finjacoats as she falls down the pit. At the bottom, she encounters 3 Elro, leaving her no choice but to hide. Kumoko then comes head-to-head with Earth Dragon Araba. Earth Dragon Araba makes quick work of the Finjacoats and Elro, showing unimaginable power. Kumo tries to crawl away from the battle, but she quickly stops in her track as Araba locks onto her neck.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell so as not to miss new videos. Bye everyone.